oh, for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, oh, for the love of you. We'll leave when the ball is over, get married in October, and you look sweet on the seat of a bicycle built for two. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, oh, for the love of you. We'll spend all our lives together, regardless of the weather, and you look sweet on the seat of a bicycle built for two, of a bicycle built for two, of a bicycle built for two. Yeah! Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sundown Sessions. How are you all doing? I hope you are keeping well and keeping warm on this. I'm just going to adjust this on this very, very wintry evening. I don't know about the rest of you, but it is absolutely freezing cold in Belfast. I see Louise Loughney is tuned in saying hi to Edelle, and fellow listeners, I hope you were all nice and cozy and ready for tonight's session. Sally Murray, good evening, Sally. Hi, Edelle and everyone. Myself and Joe here in cold and windy Scaries. We're delighted that you are tuned in this evening, Sally. And Joe, how are you doing? I hope you are keeping well. I have a wee surprise for you coming up shortly. Panda McMahon saying all cozy here in Emmyvale. Maura Hales, hi Edelle and everyone from a cold and snowy Scotland. Yes, plenty of snow in Scotland, I see. Madge Bulger tuned in from Dublin saying hi, looking forward to the session. And Jim Johnson is tuned in from Newton Abbey. Good evening to you, Jim. Dermot tuned in from Dougery in Tidavna, County Monaghan. Paddy McMahon tuned in. Kevin Burns, hello, saying hello to everybody. He's tuning in from the county of Tyrone. And Eileen O'Neill, and Seamus tuned in from Port Stewart. Delighted to have you along with us. Well, good evening to everybody else as well who hasn't, or maybe doesn't have the means to comment in the live chat. You're still all very welcome to Sundown Sessions. Now, I said I had a surprise for Joe Murray. I have learned a new song especially for Joe. A wee birdie Joe told me that this used to be your party piece back in the day, and it's called The Char Ladies Ball. And you know, it's a great song. It's great fun. And I tell you what, I might need my bucket of breath to get through some of the verses. If this was your party piece, Joe, well, fair play to you. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go. I just learned this one today, so you'll have to forgive me. See, I'm starting with the disclaimers already. Do you know what? I should just sing it and wing it. Here we go. You may talk of your outings, your picnics and parties, your dinners and dances and hoolies and all, but wait till I tell you of the gas that we had on the night that we went to the Char Ladies Ball. I went there as Queen Anne, and I went with me man. He was dressed as a monkey locked up in a cage. There was pirates and pirates and Hottentots and whatnots and stars that you'd see on the music hall stage. At the Char Ladies Ball, people said one and all, "You're the belle of the ball, Mrs. Mulligan." We had one step and two steps, and the devil knows what new steps. We swore that we never would be done again, bedad. We had wine, porter and lemonade. We had cocktails and cocoa and all. We champagne that night, but we'd real pains next morning, the night that we danced at the Char Ladies ball. There was cowboys and Indians that came from Drumcondra, Sweet Francis Street, fairies and diamonds and all. There was one of the Roonies and the clock over Moonies and a telegram boy as the message from Mars. Mary Moore from the lots was the queen of the Scots, with a crown out of Woolworths perched up on her dome. There was young Jimmy Whitehouse came dressed as a lighthouse in a Camden Street garbo that should have stayed home. At the Charlady's ball, people said one and all, "You're the belle of the ball, Mrs. Mulligan." We had 1 steps and 2 steps, and the devil knows what new steps, and we swore that we never would be done again, bedad. We had wine, porter and Jameson, we had cocktails and cocoa and all. We had rumbos and tangos, half sets and fandangos the night that we danced at the Charlady's ball. Mary Ellen O'Rourke was the queen of the dawn. By 1:30 she looked like a real dirty knight. Mickey Farron the bester came dressed as a jester. He burst his balloon and dropped dead of the fright. Kevin Barr came as Bovril stops that sinking feeling, astride of a bottle, pyjamas and all. But he bumped into Faust, who was gloriously soused, and the two of them were sunk at the end of the hall. At the Charlady's ball, people said one and all, "You're the belle of the ball, Mrs. Mulligan." We had 1 steps and 2 steps, and the devil knows what new steps, and we swore that we never would be done again, bedad. We had wine, porter and Jameson, we had cocktails and cocoa and all. We'd a real stand-up fight, we fell down to supper the night that we danced at the Charlady's ball. Well, I managed to get through that one without any major clangers. Joe, that one was for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you're all nice and tucked up with, well, wine. What is it? Wine, porter, and Jameson. So great stuff. Okay, a few more people have logged in. David McElhenney saying hello. Good evening, David. And Madge Bulger says, "Do you know Dean Martin, little old wine drinker me?" Do you know, Madge? I do indeed. I'll sing that one next. Hey, it's good we have the requests coming in thick and fast. That's just the way I like it. Okay, looking for it under the L's. No, L-O. Gone too far, gone too far. Here we are. Little old wine drinker me. Of course, we'll have to sing Edelweiss at some point for poor old Captain Von Trapp, who, Christopher Plummer, who very sadly passed away on Friday. He was the quintessential Prince Charming, in my opinion. So, okay. This one's for Madge, little old wine drinker me. I'm praying for a rain in California, so the grapes can grow and they can make more wine. And I'm sitting in a honky in Chicago with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. I'll ask the man behind the bar, the jukebox, and music takes me back to Tennessee. And when they ask who's the fool in the corner crying, I sing, little old wine drinker me. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more local. I came here last week January. 'Cause my baby left for Fermanagh on a train. I thought I'd get a job and just forget her. But in Craigavon, a broken heart is still the same. I'll ask the man behind the bar for the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tandragee. And when they ask who's the fool in the corner crying, I'll say, little old mind drinker and me. And when they ask who's the fool in the corner crying, I'll say, little old wine drinker and me. I'll say, little old wine drinker and me. Ha ha! Great stuff there. Absolutely loving it. Brilliant stuff there. Okay, right now I have another request that came in. Aha, here we are. I wanted to sing this wee song for my good friend Nancy, Auntie Nancy, living on Main Street in Emmyvale. I hope Nancy is tuned in. I'm eating my hair. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's still attached to my head too. Right, okay. So I'm going to sing this wee song for Nancy. Nancy wanted something a little bit fun and comedic. So I'm going to sing a Monaghan song, a good Monaghan song called The Town of Ballybay. This one is for you, Nancy. I hope that you are keeping well, keeping safe, and keeping nice and warm. Okay, here we go. In the town of Ballybay, there was a lassie dwelling. That's not the right key for that. In the town of Ballybay, there was a lassie dwelling. I knew her very well, and the story's worth the telling. Her father had a still, and he was a great distiller. But when she went to the drink, well, the devil couldn't fill her with the ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o. Well, she had a wooden leg that was hollow down the middle. She used to tie a string in it and play it like a fiddle. She fiddled in the hall and she fiddled in the alleyway. She didn't give a damn, she had to fiddle anyway. A ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o. Well, she said she couldn't dance unless she had her wellies on, and when she had them on, she could dance as well as anyone. She wouldn't go to bed unless she had her shimmy on, but when she had it on, she could go as quick as anyone. A ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, oh, whack for the daddy-o. She had lovers by the score, every Tom and Dick and Harry. She was courting night and day, but still she wouldn't marry. Then she fell in love with a fellow with the stammer. When he tried to run away, well, she hit him with the hammer. With the ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o. She had children by the score, she had children by the fire, had another 10 or 12 sitting roaring in the byre. She fed them on potatoes and on soup she made from nettles, and in lumps of hairy bacon that she boiled up in the kettle. With a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o. Well, she led a sheltered life, eating porridge and black pudding. She terrorised her man until he died real sudden. And when the husband died, she was feeling very sorry. So she rolled him in the bag and she threw him in the quarry. With a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dum, a whack for the daddy-o. Okay, right, we're getting through the silly songs rightly this evening. But maybe that's just what we need on a cold winter's night like that. Maybe, the best thing to do is to be a bit silly. Now, Maybe we'll sing a few more wee up-tempo ones before we finish. What about Delaney's Donkey? We'll give Delaney's Donkey a rattle. This is one of my favourite Val Doonigan songs. I just think it's absolutely brilliant. Delaney had a donkey that everyone admired, temporarily lazy and permanently tired, a leg at every corner, a balance in his head, and a tail to let you know which end he wanted to be fed. Riley slyly said we've underrated it, why not train it, let me chip a rag. They rummed it, strummed it, they oiled it and briquetted it, got it to the post, and when the starter dropped the flag, there was Riley pushing it, shoving it, shushing it, Hogan, Logan, and everyone in town lined up, attacking it and shoving it and smacking it. They might as well have tried to push the town hall down. The donkey was eyeing them, openly defying them, winking, blinking, and twisting out of face. Riley reversing it, everybody cursing it. The Delaney's donkey ran the half-mile race. While the muscles of the mighty, never known to flinch, they couldn't move the donkey a quarter of an inch. Delaney lay exhausted, hanging round its throat, with a grip just like a Scotsman on a £5 note. Starter, Carter, he lined it with the rest of them. When it saw them, it was willing and it raced up, ready for the best of them. Started on to cheer it, but it changed its mind again, and there was Riley pushing it, shoving it, shushing it, Hogan, Logan, and Mary Ann McGrath. She started poking it and stabbing it and choking it. It kicked her in the bustle and it laughed, hee-haw. The Whigs and Conservatives, the Radicals, superlatives, Liberals and Tories, they hurried to the police, stood there in unity, helping the community. The Delaney's donkey ran the half-mile race. The crowd began to cheer it, and Rafferty, the judge, he came up to assist them, but still it wouldn't budge. The jockey who was riding it, Little John McGee, was so thoroughly disgusted that he went and had his tea. Peg and Fagin were students of psychology, swore they'd shift him with some dynamite. They bought it, brought it, and without apology, the donkey gave a sneeze and blew the whole lot out of sight. And there was Riley pushing it, shoving it, shushing it, Hogan, Logan, and all the bally crew, police and auxiliary, the garrison artillery, they six and did it, and the lifeguards too. They seized it and harried it, they picked it up and carried it, cheered it, steered it to the winning place. While the bookmakers threw aside, they all committed suicide. The Delaney's donkey won the half-mile race. Okay, I think that's enough silliness for one evening. So Eileen O'Neill says, Eileen, will you please say a big hi to Mary and Larry and Maureen and Sean in Balachi? We send our love. I certainly will, Eileen. Hello to all those lovely people. Speaking of Mary and Larry, we'll just slow things down now. We'll do the first slow song of the evening, and I'm going to do this one for Mary and Larry because I know it's a favourite of theirs. We'll sing just a song at twilight. There's Nancy McCluskey. Nancy tuned in. Thank you, Edelle. Yippee. Great stuff. I'm delighted that you got to hear your request, Nancy. Okay, so just a song at twilight. Beautiful, beautiful song. And we will sing this one for Mary and Larry Kelly in Newton Abbey. This is a beautiful song. Once in the dear dead days beyond recall, when on the world the mist began to fall, out of the dreams that rose in happy throng, low to our hearts love sang an old sweet song. just a song at twilight when the lights are low and the flickering shadows softly come and go. Though the heart be weary, sad the day and long, still to us at twilight comes love's old song, comes love's own sweet song. Even today we hear love's song of yore. Deep in our hearts it dwells forevermore. Footsteps may falter, weary grows the way, still we can hear it at the close of day. So till the end, when life's dim shadows fall, love will be found the sweetest song of all. Just a song at twilight when the lights are low and the flickering shadows softly come and go. Though the heart be weary, sad the day and long, still to us at twilight comes love's old song, comes love's own sweet song. Beautiful song, absolutely beautiful song. Paula McAree is tuned in from Good Evening Edelle and fellow listeners. Eileen Irvine, Eileen and Jim from Bangor are tuned in and say good evening Edelle and everyone from Bangor, from Eileen and Jim. Dee Dermot asks, haven't asked for this in a while, but could you sing this old guitar? Well, do you know what? It was my plan to sing a John Denver song tonight. And so why don't we just sing this old guitar? Okay. Well, that is not in the right place, but I'm sure it's here somewhere. Okay. These boots are made for walking? No, I don't think so. Okay. Woo. Okay. Here we are. This old guitar. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Okay. So don't be afraid, everyone. Anyone who's just joined, good evening and welcome to Sundown Sessions. Please do feel free to say hello in the live chat. Just check in with us. Let us know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and if there are any songs that you would like to hear, I will do my best to sing them. This old guitar taught me to sing a love song, showed me how to laugh, how to cry. It introduced me to some friends of mine and brightened up some days, helped me make it through some lonely nights. Oh, what a friend to have on a cold, lonely night. This old guitar gave me my lovely lady, opened up her eyes and ears to me. a space for us to be. What a lovely place and a lovely space to be. This old guitar gave me my life, my living, all the things you know I love to do. To serenade the stars that shine from a sunny mountainside. Most of all, to sing my song for you. I love to sing my song for you. Yes, I do, you know. I love to sing my song for you. Oh, a lovely song there by John Denver. Thank you very much. That one requested by Dermot, all the way in Doogaree, Tidavlin, County Monaghan. Now, I had a very, very nice message from the very, very lovely Monica Flood earlier this week. Thank you very, very much, Monica. She dropped in a little note into my parents' house in Emmyvale, and so she said that she is a fan of Daniel O'Donnell and would love to hear any song by Daniel. So I'm going to sing this one. It's called Beyond the Rainbow's End. It's a beautiful Daniel O'Donnell song that I only came across recently. But it's a really lovely one. Oh, Mary Murphy's tuned in from Oriel Park. How you doing, Mary? Delighted to have you along. This one's from Monica. I have gone from sight, but I am waiting just beyond the rainbow's edge. I'm happy in this place that I have come to, because I'm here with my forever friend. Now all your thoughts of me, let them be joyful, of things we've done and happy times we've shared. So don't be sad, dear ones, because I've left you. Please laugh and talk of me as if I'm there. Just look up to the sky, I am the sunshine. I'm the mist that rises on the summer's morn. I'm the gentle breeze that cools the autumn evening. When the birds sing in the trees, I am their song. This journey I have made, one day I'll make it. You too will be with my forever friend. It's then once more that we will be together. I'll meet you just beyond the rainbow's end. It's there once more that we will be together. I'll meet you just beyond the rainbow's end. Yes, I'm waiting just beyond the rainbow's end. There we go. That one especially for Monica Flood. And thank you very, very much for your kind support. Okay, so Kevin Burns, looking for My Elusive Dreams. I don't know that one, Kevin, but I will look into it because I know you've got great taste in songs, so I'm sure it's gorgeous. Paula McAree says, Monica was looking well on TV this evening. RT News visited Emmyvale. Well, my goodness. So we have famous people tuning in tonight. That's wonderful. Padder saying, yes, well done, Monica. David McElhinney says, Edelle, do you know Remember? I know one called Remember Me, David, that I can sing, and I will give that one maybe a wee whirl in a minute. Sean Doyle says, hello to Eileen and Seamus in Port Stewart from Balahi. Good evening, Sean and Maureen. Delighted to have you with us. It's Me by Christy Hennessy. I don't know that one either, David, but I will certainly look into them because, again, you're a man who has great taste in songs. Right. I will see if I can find Remember Me. This is a favourite one of my mum's as well, so I'll have a wee hope for that. Oh, I'm going to sing that one a wee bit later on. But I'll take this opportunity as well to do the business side of things. Blah. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who tunes in and joins us every night here on Sundown Sessions. Excuse me. And especially to all the supporters of Sundown Sessions, anyone who has contributed and continues to contribute, thank you so much. You make it possible for me to continue doing these sessions for free on Monday and Wednesday evenings. If you would like to support Sundown Sessions, there's no obligation to do so, but if you would like to, there are two ways to do it. You can either make a one-off donation by PayPal, and you can do that by rattling my virtual tip jar, the link for which is in the description of this video. Or if you would like to set up a monthly subscription for a small amount, for £1 a month, then you can do so by following the link for the Patreon account, and you can set up to make a small monthly donation or subscription. But and anything at all is enormously appreciated. The price of a cup of coffee or a pint. Don't be going mad now, gang. But it is very, very much appreciated. But as I say, it's not an obligation. Okay, so Paula Macari says, Lift the Wings or any other ballad group songs. Might have something like that maybe for later on. It is Remember Me. I don't always type properly. No bother. A bit like myself, David. I can be a little bit... the fingers don't always work as fast as the brain. That's the problem. Okay, let's give this a go. This one is for David. Remember me whenever you are blue. Remember me when there's no one holding you. Anytime you feel like you can't make it through, remember me, and I will be with you. Remember me whenever you're afraid, and when you lose your dreams along the way. Anytime you feel like you can't make it through, remember me, and I will be with you. Every night and every day, I'll be by your side. Just reach out and take my hand. I will be your guide. Anytime you feel like you can't make it through, remember me, and I will be with you. Remember me and hold me in your heart, and in this way we will never be apart. Anytime you feel like you can't make it through, remember me, and I will be with you. Every night and every day, I'll be by your side. Just reach out and take my hand. I will every time you feel like you can't make it through, remember me, and I will be with you. Remember me, and I will be with you. There you go, David. I hope that was the one that you were talking about. Right, okay. Paula McAree was looking for a ballad group song. Let me see if we can. This is written by an American fella who moved to Sligo and lived in Sligo. He was an absolutely beautiful songwriter. His name was Tom Moore, and he wrote the song Cabin Girl. And apparently he met someone in the pub one night, a Monaghan fella, who said, for God's sake, Tom, he wrote that song about Cavan and it's a terrible place. I think he used more colourful language than that. You have to write a decent song about Monaghan. So he did, and this is it. Although Cabin Girl is beautiful, and Cavan is also a very nice part of the world too. Monaghan was frozen, snow fell night and day. Lighter hearts who'd chosen to set out from Ballybay, set out to find Loch Egish, but the world was dazzling white. A fire was lit and we drank a bit, home before the night. Oh, gorgeous and bright, everything white, even on Dublin Road. Fire blazing robs the heart of its load. Oh, my love, but life is never easy days. When you learn what wife is, you rue your girlish ways. Bend low, but I'm gold. It's written in the stars, but propagate you no mistakes though when they close the bars. Oh, gorgeous and bright, day and night, everywhere you go. Fire blazing robs the heart of its load. The epitaphs you count on are never what's in store. His metaphors, the bag of them wear angular and sore. Don't wake me when I'm famous, that's what they heard him say. So let's drink to him and Seamus and all who've gone away. Oh, gorgeous and bright, day and night, everywhere you go. Fire blazing robs the heart of its load. Oh, gorgeous and bright, everything right, even with lights down low. Fire blazing robs the heart. Fire blazing robs the heart. Fire blazing robs the heart of its load. There we go. Gorgeous and Bright by the late, great Tom Moore. Mary Lavery's tuned in. Good evening, Mary. And good evening to Francis Teeney. Francis Teeney wants to remind anybody, this is a public service announcement or a public safety announcement. He said, please, Edelle, please remind listeners that if they are driving home tonight, please make sure that you have got a car. Yes, definitely. It would be useful to have a car if you're driving home tonight. Thank you for that, Dr. Teeney, keeping us all safe. Okay, right. So if you have any more requests, gang, get them in. In the meantime, yes, I'm going to sing a Chris Christopherson song. Let me see. This one is called Me and Bobby McGee. And let me see now. Where are the M's? Which side are the M's on? Here we go. Here we are. Okay. Alrighty. Busted flat in Baton Rouge and heading for the train. Feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. Took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that Trevor knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to do. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was easy enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines in Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I've done. Every night you kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let him slip away, looking for the home I hope he'd find. And I trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. This is where Chris Christopherson does a fade. That's easier on a record than it is when you're doing it live. Okay, there you go. Okay, so who else have we got tuned in? Peter Larkin and Siobhan are saying hello from Emmyvale. David McElhinney asks for Going to California by Johnny McAvoy. And Francis has a request. I have requested I'll sing another song about Monaghan and ruin the night altogether. That's what you get. You know, I might sing another song about Monaghan. Do you know what? I actually don't think I know any more songs about Monaghan, although Fergus Woods would be horrified to hear that because he published a whole book of them a couple of years ago. Right. David, I don't know that one, Going to California by Johnny McAvoy, but will you compromise? I'll compromise with you, and maybe we'll sing The Old Bog Roll by Johnny McAvoy as we'll meet in the middle that way, which is a beautiful, beautiful song by Johnny McAvoy. This one is also a special. This will be a nice wee surprise for my good friend Larry. This is his absolute favourite song. So, this one is The Old Bog Roll. My feet are here on Broadway, this blessed harvest morn. But all the ache that's in them for the place where I was born. My weary hands are blistered from working cold and heat. But oh, to swing the scythe again in a field of Irish wheat. Had I the chance to journey back or own a king's abode, I'd rather see the hawthorn tree and the old bog roll. My mother died last springtime when Ireland's fields were green. The neighbors said her waking was the finest ever seen. There were snowdrops and primroses piled high beside her bed, and Ferns church was crowded when the funeral mass was said. But here was I on Broadway, just building bricks by load, when they carried out her coffin down the Old Bog Roll. Now life is a weary puzzle, as finding out my man. I take the day for what it's worth, and I do the best I can. Since no one cares a rush for me, what need for me to mourn? I'll go my way and draw my pay and smoke my pipe alone. Each human heart must know its grief, though bitter be the load. So God be with you, Ireland and the Old Bog Roll. So God be with you, Ireland and the Old Bog Roll. There we go. lovely song by the wonderful Johnny McAvoy. Okay, so Anne McMahon says, ask for Dear Old Galway Bay for Sarah McKernan. Well, do you know, I haven't sung that song and said hello to Sarah McKernan in a while, so that would be my absolute pleasure. I am a big fan of Sarah McKernan's, and I know that she really enjoys the Sundown Sessions, so this is great. Here we are. Beautiful song, this one. I prefer this one to the old kind of Hollywood schmaltzy Galway Bay. I think it might be Bing Crosby, actually, maybe who sang that one. I think Bing's ancestors, or maybe on his mother's side, were from Ireland. Right. Get rid of that. So, the McCormicks. Hello to all the McCormicks. They're making Valentine's Day cards in the kitchen and singing along. Well, that's great. I look forward to receiving my Valentine's in the post. Now, Jim Johnston says, just to let you know, Edelle, that Kerry Essers has tuned in. She can't send a message, but want you to know she's sending all her love to one and all. Wow, Kerry. Delighted that you are tuned in. I'm going to sing this song, My Own Dear Galway Bay, and then I'm going to sing one of my own songs to finish up, because Louise Loughney, who recently got her hands on my album, sent me an email during the week and asked me to sing one of those. So I'm going to sing one of those, and I'll dedicate it to Louise and to Kerry. Okay. Here we go. 'Tis far away I am today from seas I roamed, boy. And long ago the hour I know I first saw Illinois. No time nor tide nor waters wide could steal my heart away. Forever true it flies to you, my dear old Galway Bay. My chosen bride is by my side, her brown hair silver grey. Our daughter Rose, like her grows, as April dawn today. Our eldest son, our chosen one, his father's pride and stay. With gifts like these, I'd live at ease beside you, Galway Bay. Had I youth's blood and hopeful blood and a heart of fire once more, for all the gold the earth might hold, I'd never leave your shore. I'd live content whate'er God sent, midst neighbours old and grey, and lay me bones neath churchyard stones beside you, Galway Bay. The blessings of a poor old man be with you night and day. The blessings of a poor old man whose heart will soon be clay. 'Tis all the heaven I'd ask of God upon my dying day. My soul to soar forevermore above you, Galway Bay. There we go. So that was written by Francis Arthur Fahey, according to Kevin Burns. Thank you very much, Kevin. I didn't know who that was written by, so that's a good piece of information. Okay, so come to the last song of the evening. And yes, Louise had got in touch with me and asked me to sing one of the songs off my album. So I'm going to sing this one. It's called Calendar Days. I actually co-wrote this with Mr. Jim Johnston, who's tuned in from Newton Abbey. A long, long time ago. Gosh, almost 10 years ago. We wrote this song, maybe 10 years ago. And it's called Calendar Days. And it goes like this. Calendar days, one by one. Calendar days on the run, like leaves in the autumn. They strip the trees bare. Memories of summer have left only a blur. Oh, come to me when nights are long. Oh, come to me when days are slow. We wear an alchemy of spirit and fire. We wear an alchemy of time and desire. Winter binds autumn to spring. It's all part of the annual ring, and I vow to love you here today. Bitter and cold came the tears, heartache beating the time in my ear, and I vow to love you here today at the turn of the year. Day after day, week after week, month after month, I'll always seek those days that are lost to me, still burn bright and clear. You who are gone from me will ever be dear. Winter binds autumn to spring. It's all part of the annual ring, and I vow to love you here today. Bitter and cold came the tears, heartache beating the time in my ear, and I vow to love you here today at the turn of the year. That one off my album, which is called Adventures in Narcissism. If you have Spotify, you can go and have a wee listen to it. Okay, gang. Well, unfortunately, that is all we have time for tonight. There's the fastest hour of the week. As Seamus McMeal said last week, Unfortunately, I think Seamus is back to work this week and he's not able to tune in live, so he'll be on the catch up. So we're saying hello to you, Seamus, whenever you watch in the future. Time travel. Okay, we'll be back at the same time on Thursday evening. If you would like to get in touch and request a song and you're not able to log into the live chat, please do send me an email at singwithedelle@gmail.com. That's SINGWITHEDELLE@gmail.com, and let me know what you would like to hear and I will certainly put it on the list. In the meantime, thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks to all the supporters. If you want to support Sundown Sessions, links are in the description of this video. But that's all we'll say about that for now. So thanks to everyone. Good night. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and take every opportunity to enjoy yourselves. I will see you on Thursday. And in the meantime, have a very, very good week. Bye.